next pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select...
That's So Dolphins Talk with John Baker and Trigga Trey Proctor.
Let me check your pulse if you're not fired up.
Dude, are we good?
Dude, we're the best team in the league.
If you don't have eye black at home, you better go get some eye black.
Put him on the Uber and get him at.
Hello and welcome into another edition of That's So Dolphins Talk. Got myself, John Baker, and the co-pilot, Trigga Trey Proctor, and it's the same old Dolphins.
Absolutely fuck this team, dude.
This is such a poverty franchise.
This is a complete embarrassment. I can't think of anything worse. This is the worst meltdown in franchise history, in my opinion.
It's really bad. I don't even know where to start. Like, I guess to start off, this team is absolutely riddled with injuries. I've never seen a team that, like, can't stay healthy ever. It makes no sense. I just don't understand the health. I just don't understand the health of the team. Like, they're never healthy. They're always hurt.
Yeah, and when you invest money in elderly players who are injury prone, this is the risk you take.
Chris Greer needs to go. I'm saying it. You got to get a new GM.
Yeah.
How many times has he messed up during this rebuild? He's clearly not done anything right.
Not once.
Like, the only thing he's got right is Tyreek Hill.
And I think we just lucked into that one.
Literally, the thing just fell into our laps because we have no state tax, or he'd be on the Jets right now.
Yep.
So, if you haven't figured it out already, the Dolphins lost 23-21, but don't let that score fool you. It was not close. Jason Sanders still continues to absolutely suck. He can't do the only thing that he's meant to do on this team, which is kick the football between the uprights. He seemed to cannot do that at any point in time. And if he would have made his field goal today, the Dolphins would have won 24-23.
Yep, it'd be a victory.
But he just can't. I don't understand it. And what's even more frustrating is that they haven't brought one kicker in all year for competition to get somebody else new. Well, what's up with that?
No, we're riding with it, man.
And then they sign Eric Fisher to that deal, and he's not even healthy. Like, he's out with a calf. Like, what's the point of even signing him? How many linemen do we got to go through? Like, who do we have left?
Nobody.
Eric Rowe continues to just be lost out there. If you see Eric Rowe on the field, the ball's going to wherever he's at.
Yeah, he was getting toast.
He's been barbecue chicken this entire season. He sucks. God, is he bad. He's terrible. He cannot play man anymore. He's literally, like, he's lost 14 steps, and he didn't even have 12 to give up. If you see Duke Riley out there, just expect it's either a first down or 6.
It's just poor coaching too. Like, we get bailed out by them calling a timeout when we had busted coverage. We have an opportunity to fix it, and the exact same thing happens. They just throw a little jump ball. Like, what are we doing?
Poor coaching.
Yeah.
I said it 4 weeks ago. McDaniel should be on the hot seat. Everybody should be on the hot seat. This is terrible. Conservative.
You got to shut down the franchise
football.
down. Is what it feels like.
You can't even do that because you got nothing.
We're going to sell the franchise.
He ain't selling. He is let me tell you something about Stephen Ross. Stephen Ross is the worst owner in professional sports. He's the biggest disgrace in professional sports there is. He's an absolute disgrace to sports ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Our front office is laughable. Chris Greer can't sign a player to stay healthy for 17 games. Nobody he brought in stayed healthy.
Not allowed.
He's absolutely the only who can we think back on any of the drafts? Austin Jackson, absolute turd. Noah Igbenogany, absolute turd. Tua, we're not sure, but he's always hurt. Seems to be really well when he has some time to throw the football. I don't understand how I just can't do it anymore. There's no amount of juju that we can even put on ourselves to even get us over the hump anymore.
I'm literally ashamed to wear Dolphins gear right now. I don't even want to be a part of it. Like it's just an absolute embarrassment. This is like with the team that we had.
We were the 1 seed 5 weeks ago. The 1 seed in the AFC. We're not even going to make the playoffs.
And now we're not going to make the playoffs.
They're losing next week for sure.
100%.
100% they're losing that game.
100%.
And if they win, somehow the Patriots will beat the Bills.
Yep.
When you had it in your hands and you just I hope everyone's happy that Skylar Thompson got to finally play today too.
Yep. Skylar Thompson minutes, baby. That's what we needed.
He sucks.
That's what the team needed. I don't know, John. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know.
We had time of possession today. We actually owned time of possession for once. When has that happened? We had the ball for 33 minutes.
Didn't matter. Jason Sanders.
I just don't even understand. There's no pressure on the defensive line.
Nope.
No help on the back end.
Nope.
I don't even want them to make. Someone needs to explain why. So Mike McDaniel in his press conference said that they were really close to playing, and then it was just decided that they weren't playing. So did they just assume that they were going to phone it in today to win next week? Like, is that what kind of like coaching we're dealing with here?
No, I don't think that is what it was. I just think that, I mean, at the end of the day, you put on the field the best product you can. And if for whatever reason the coaching staff felt that Brandon Shell and CJ Ham or whatever the hell his name was, that I didn't even know was on the team up until this morning. Kendall Lamb, they felt that they gave us the best chance to win, then that's who they're going to put out there. But that's my biggest problem. Like, what happened because Armstead played the whole game last week, right? Didn't practice all week. Okay. So from the end of the game last week till today, how does he get more injured doing nothing? If he was healthy enough to finish the game last week, then how is he not healthy enough to play this week?
No idea.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
No idea. I don't even understand why is Xavier Howard not playing today? Like,
yeah, X just randomly got hurt. What is happening?
This training staff is so like, I don't understand. How is this training staff, like, how do any of them have any jobs? Like, how are people still getting hurt all the time?
And just everyone's just cool with it.
They're
like, I understand it's not all on them, but like,
it's not all on them. But at the same point, like, players getting treatment and like being on the field, like, that has to be on the training team at some point. Like, because it's every year when we need it, there's always injuries.
Yeah, and every team has injuries. It just
every,
seems like
every team has injuries, but like at some point, like, I totally understand, like, this is a physical game and all that, but like at some point, like, what are we doing?
I'm so distraught.
I thought the juju change was going to work today.
Thought it was too. Really thought it was. I had a whole new outfit on. Tell you right now, next week, not wearing a single piece of Dolphins gear on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't even want to watch the game next week.
I'm going to watch because it's my job as a fan. And I enjoy being, enjoy pain. Enjoy the way pain makes me feel. I chase that feeling. So I'm going to watch. But I will not have a single piece of merch on, John. Not a single piece.
I just don't understand. I don't understand it. Like this. I don't understand how the offense could look at the way it did in that Buffalo game. And like, there's no like remnants of that ever. Like, why do they only get up to play the Bills like that?
Makes absolutely no sense.
Is that just poor coaching?
Yeah, I mean, if you can't bring the best team to the table and you can't motivate your team, like your job as a coach is a motivator.
I don't think I'm convinced on McDaniel anymore. I was, but I was solely convinced early in the season, but now I'm having doubts. Just by the performance of the team when it mattered most. Like he gets up there and talks a really nice game and it sounds great and it's warm and fuzzy and it makes us feel good, but there's no results on the field. There's nothing on the field that tells me that things are changing. I don't know. I just
And the Jets are going to fucking lose.
Yeah, so we would have clinched today. We would have legitimately clinched our playoff spot if we would have if Jason Sanders makes that kick. It's beyond the Jason Sanders kick, though.
Yeah, sure.
The Jason Sanders kick would have helped, but Keon Crossan is a turd. And
what do you expect? He's not a starting corner in the NFL. I think maybe he's a good, sub guy, a good injury backup guy. He's not a starting corner. We're down 6 DBs, dude.
Gave up 23 points to this Pats offense. That is absolute garbage. They shouldn't even be as good as what they are.
Well, one of them was a pick six.
I don't understand what Teddy was doing on that play. Like, why was he even trying to make a tackle? Who cares if they score?
I know.
Like, it was just stupid. Hero ball. There's just no toughness. There's no discipline. There's no consistency. The only consistent thing that they're doing is falling apart, which is the only consistent thing the Miami Dolphins have done for be mediocre for the last 20 years is be 8-8 at some point in the season.
Yep.
We're literally at the same spot we were this time last year. We just took a different route.
Yep.
And that route was even
I don't know which one's worse.
I'd rather take last year's than this year's.
I think so. I don't know though. Honestly, I don't know the answer to that, but you're probably right.
I'd rather not be 8-3 every year and then dump it and be 8-9.
How is that even possible?
It's poor coaching.
I did pop myself though, because if you look at our record, we started 3-0, then we went 0-3, then we went 5-0, then 0-5. And I'm like, okay.
So it's a facto. Can you hit us with an it's a fact? Can you hit us with an it's a
facto? We have met our quota and matched our wins with losses, which means we should start fresh. And now we go on about, and now we see where our win batch is. So we're winning next week, but it's not going to matter because the Bills are going to beat the Patriots.
Do we think?
The Patriots are going to beat the Bills. Sorry.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think the Bills might play. If the Bills got to play for the 1 seed, as long as they don't lose to the Broncos. If the Chiefs lose to the Broncos,
right,
then the Bills. So we need the Chiefs to turn it up right now. Are they still? They were losing.
I think that game's over, dude.
Oh, it already happened. Did the Chiefs win?
Yes, I believe they lost.
Hold on.
Drum roll.
Drum rizzle.
Final. W 27-24.
The Chiefs?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's big.
That's big. That still means that the Bills have to play for the 1 seed, which means that they got to play Because they still got to. Do they have a? I believe they have a game in hand on that. So if they would lose, then they really have to. Or it doesn't even matter for them. They got to play for the 1 seed.
Right, because they need that bye because only once he gets a bye now.
Right.
Which I like.
That kind of helps us. That just means that they're going to play for it next week, which is the only way the Dolphins get into the playoffs. But at this
Why
point,
are we doing it to who cares, John? Why are we doing it to ourselves?
we're already jumping the hurdles back in.
No, I because that's how it works, dude. We're 3-0, 0-3, 5-0, 0-5, and then we start the damn train over. Okay, and we get back on board. Oh my god, we even ran the ball, dude. We did everything right today. Honestly, I can't even be like Tua getting hurt sucks. So 4 of our losses are without our starting quarterback. So I don't know. Take it forever, whatever that's worth. I have no idea what you think on that. But the thing is, like, we did everything we asked them to do. And we still came out with the L. It's frustrating for me as a fan, not even playing the game.
Yeah. They did
Do you
everything.
think the players care? I feel like some of them care, some of them don't.
I don't know. This team is going to look, it better look different next year, or it's just going to be the same thing again.
Is Tua? What's going on with Tua?
Huh? He's got to get.
What's going on with Tua?
Well, he's got to get through protocol. They said that he has to make it. They said he plans to return to the team before the playoffs. I think they said that on Fox today in the pregame that he plans to return next week.
I don't even know if that matters because he might suck too. Who knows, dude?
Well, if he doesn't come back with the new helmet, there's no point of even putting him out there. Like, get the dude a new helmet. Like, what are we doing as an equipment staff, a training staff? Like, you can't tell me that helmet's protecting his head. He's had 3 concussions with 1 helmet. And somebody needs to wake up and realize that, like, okay, maybe we should get him the big old ugly Riddell. Don't give that boy.
Yeah, but get off the speed flex.
Yeah, get the new one. Get Shut Prism or something. Like, get something.
Get the one that Ezekiel Elliott has.
Yeah. Get the new Riddell or something. I don't know. Put that neck. Did you see that? Have you seen the neck things that they're putting on him?
Yeah.
Put that on him. He needs something.
Yeah, try something.
Buddy got a weak neck.
I don't know what it is.
I really felt good though whenever they went up 14-7.
Oh, buddy. I know.
And then just that quick. Whenever they need it. So exactly what happened. Exactly what I've said happened. They got up 7 points. They held them to 3. So it's 14-10. And then we came out conservative.
Yep.
And that's when the game changed. Why do we do that?
No, dude, I just don't get it.
I just don't understand the game planning. I don't understand the play calling during the game. Like, I don't understand it. You can't expect the defense to just bail you out every single time. Like, what happened to the, like, sweep the leg mentality? Like, this team never had sweep the leg mentality.
No, dude, we ain't built like that.
They ain't built different. They're just built the same with a couple more flashier players.
Is that Patriots game next week in New England?
Yeah. No. It's in Buffalo. So that kind of helps.
We're winning. Like, that's the problem. And then, oh my God. God, we should be in the playoffs talking about if we should rest our players next week or not.
Yeah. This season has been a really fun season up until like about 3 weeks ago. And now it doesn't even feel fun anymore.
It's the worst season of my life.
Like
it's so bad that I've quit drinking. What is that? How's that even happen? Only the Dolphins can make someone quit drinking.
I just don't get it.
I literally have to change my Twitter name.
Like they had so many opportunities today. And like it's the same thing every week. Like there's somewhere there at halftime, there's like at the 6 minute mark right before half, you can go down and score, and right before they get the ball back, and they would have probably been in a better position, and then they just don't, and then they get that one drive where they need it, and they always either throw a pick or they get a 3-and-out. There's always that one drive in the third quarter, like at the end of the third quarter when they really need something, and it's always a 3-and-out. And there's always that last drive of the first half where they just shit the bed. And if you could turn those two things into a positive, all of our losses could literally be turned into wins. Like there's just two pivotal parts of the game where they just lack so poorly. What? And how many times do we have to have illegal formation? Or
Oh my god, dude! It's every game.
It's every
Why
game.
can we never line up properly?
How are they
It's
so
the fucking NFL.
How are we
John.
so undisciplined? That's just poor coaching.
We're second in the league in penalties right now, accepted penalties.
I've never seen so many illegal formations. Like, at what point are you just doing too much? You just line up and say hike. Everyone knows what we're doing.
Yep.
Just hurts, man. Just hurts. Is there anything else you'd like to cover before I try to move on?
No. I mean, I'm so distraught.
Yeah. I just
I tried meditating after the game. Didn't help.
I couldn't hold it in any longer today because people were saying they should have started Skylar over they should have started Skylar over Teddy, and yeah, just enough with the Skylar Thompson stuff. Like
You had a Twitter meltdown?
Huh? Yeah, I did.
I didn't even read it. I gotta get into this.
Huh?
Get into this. I haven't even read it.
So I went at Matt Infante because I saw that he's usually a pretty good person to follow, but he just really irritated me. He had a tweet earlier in the week that I'd rather see Skylar Thompson, and whenever Skylar came into the game, I said, "You wanted Skylar, here you go." And he said, "I wanted Skylar with a full week of practice as a starter. Big diff." And I said, "Hardly." He said, "Very." So then I followed that up with a lot of hate tweets.
Oh.
So anytime anyone ever say anything about Skylar, I was like, "Oh, I'm sure this would have helped with a lot of practice. Am I right?" And then I tagged him.
Oh.
How bad is the officiating still? Can we talk about that? That's 4 games in a row that have completely. What's a catch? Because Tyreek Hills wasn't a catch. Pretty obvious that it wasn't a catch. But then that other guy for the Patriots, Thornton, I think his name was, did not he did not get 2 feet down, and somehow they get the ball and then they score like the next play. How does that work?
Oh.
They blatantly missed a like literally 4 seconds worth of a delay of game right before they scored again.
Yeah, I mean, we got lucky on that fumble because that was definitely a fumble. Forward progress was not stopped.
I just
I don't even believe that close to playing bullshit either, by the way, because that's what he said about Byron Jones. I'm not even sure he still lives in America.
wait, what?
About them being close to playing. That's what he said about Byron Jones in week 1, and he still hasn't played.
I don't believe that for a second. I think that there's
Yeah.
something to happen. He just didn't want to come back and play. If there was one thing I could take back from the season that has happened so far, it would be that touchdown that Trent Sherfield scored in the San Francisco game, because everything has gone to shit after that play.
Yeah, you're
If
not
I
kidding.
like literally from that touchdown on, it's been just abysmal play. I don't know if like they thought it just there's like no one on the sidelines like pissed off at anybody. It's like they're all looking at each other like they're just content with like, okay, we'll go out next time. Like what? Nobody looks
Well,
angry. Nobody looks pissed. I think that's what's frustrating as like a fan, is because you should see the frustration on these people's faces, and it just doesn't look like frustration. It just looks like, well, I mean, we didn't get it done today. Well, maybe next time. Am I only one getting that vibe?
yeah, no, you're exactly right.
It's rough.
I have nothing.
So here's what Barry did tweet. He said, whether Bills win in Cincy tomorrow or not, Bills week 17 game against the Patriots will likely be meaningful in Buffalo if KC Oakland game is the same time as the Bills game, or Bills play before KC game. Bengals start time could come into play. Finns need win versus Jets, and Pats lost to Bills. That tweet didn't make sense, other than the fact that, come on, Barry.
God damn it, Barry. Be better, Barry.
Okay, he followed it up with Dolphins basically need Bills to be motivated versus Pats, which happens if they have a chance at the top seed. NFL rights holder said today that week 18 days and times won't be released until tomorrow, but unclear if they mean it. Oh, I think they mean like the game. I think he means like watching the games. Like if we wanted to.
Oh, because yeah, like if I see what you're saying.
Because
Well, yeah, they just need to set them to where everyone that needs something is playing at the same time, so that the integrity of the game is represented, and that the Bills are motivated to play.
Right, because you need to put them all on the same time slot so that you don't get teams that like, well, it's like, well, we're already in, so we don't really need to play anybody. Respect the game.
Right.
Considering the fact that the Chargers last year could have just taken that tie and then dude, how about Jarrett Stidham? How about Jarrett Stidham? Jarrett Stidham's lighting it up right now.
Good for him.
Brock Purdy lighting it up.
Better than Tua.
Got better neck than Tua.
Well, John, I think we need to go home.
Yeah, we got to send this home because it's we got nothing. We're just so devastated. There's nothing better we can say other than that the worst of the worst has happened. Usually we like to bring better Dolphins content here, but we're just at such a loss. We don't have anything else to talk about because we're so devastated. Like there's just no words that can even describe like how poor of the play has been, how poor of the coaching has been, how management of the front office has been. It's just been bad all around. And this is what happens when you build your stadium on old burial grounds and you're just cursed forever. So,
yep.
Don't forget to download, rate, review, and subscribe. We have actually had a huge spike ski in the download skis. Really good spike skis.
Well, guys, listen, if you're new downloaders, I promise this pod is usually great.
We usually do have really good stuff, but we just have nothing.
I don't like it's fucking embarrassing, dude.
It is. Like, I thought I was embarrassed last year as a Dolphins fan with the whole Flores thing and all that and the tampering. This might be worse.
Yeah, this is so worse. Oh, my God. All right. Fins up.
Don't forget to download, rate, review, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter at @the_Podsky, Instagram, @the_Podsky, and on Facebook at The Podsky with John Baker. We will see you next week on That's so Dolphins talk and the Podski.